contestants, give some noise! Big round of applause, please! Thank you so much! And welcome back again to IESF 14 World Esports Championship Bali 2022. So right now we are going to see the next match, and I believe you can't wait to see more exciting in this match. So without any further ado, I would like to pass to our casters there. There are so beautiful casters. There has Donna, Viska, and also Choo Choo. Are you ready, girls? Of course, you're so ready. So to the casters, please take it away.
Yeah, girl, we're always ready. Go, Brenda. Go,
Yeah.
Brenda. Well, welcome back, ladies and gents, to the World Esports Championship, the 14th of it in 2022, brought to you by IESF. We'll be your casters here today. I'm going to be Choo Choo, and this is going to be the amazing Donna Viska.
Donut Piscok. My Indonesian name is actually Donut Piscok. Donut is donut, and Piscok is chocolate banana.
I thought it's like
Fritter.
Donut Bishop. I'm like,
No, not bishop. I'm not a bishop, Choo-choo. But welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, because we are gonna see the second series of today, which is gonna be meeting the Group A versus C after the downfall, quote unquote, of the domination of Group A.
we'll wait and see if this is really a downfall,
Yeah.
half downfall. But before that, definitely we have to thank none other than our sponsors. Without them, we are not even here. So our main sponsor, JSL Group, and sponsored by JSL Auto, Nusa Pay, DAS Good and Crypto, Taiwan Excellence, Pertamina, Hydro, Coco. Very good drink. I
Yeah.
love it. And also our official telco partner, Telkomsel. And we do have an official smartphone partner. I mean, like, you can see it the entire day, right?
Obviously.
The Samsung Galaxy A series. Now, internet service provider partner, IndiHome, a travel management partner, HIN. We also have our hotel partner here, right here in Mirusaka Hotel, and also Episode Hotel. An eSport broadcaster partner, none other than the amazing Minisky Global, IFEL and ESIT, and our production partner, Lemon ID. Media partner, Trans7, Detikcom, Esports ID, esports.id, video.com, Dunia Games, Dance TV, Dance Play, Merah Putih, Bola Score, and Kami Bijak.
Kami Bijak. And also our government, our beloved government is also supporting these events. So thank you so much for Kemenpora, Kemenpara Craft, Koni, and OC Indonesia, and also wonderful Indonesia. It has been such a wonderful event. This past 4 days of event is so amazing, especially the last 2 days that we've been off from PUBG Mobile. I've been enjoying this event so much. Like I didn't go anywhere else except our venue, Choo-choo.
Yeah, I go a lot of places. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry. I'm
So
an
you
adventurer.
enjoy Bali, I enjoy the venue.
I enjoy both, because even though I went outside to go just a bit of a walk, I still open my phone to see what's happening in the YouTube. So watch out for my messages, guys. And
All right.
speaking of which, A versus C. Now, A have been really quiet today. Not really. Libya had got themselves quite a good game. I'm voting for Libya. Libya players, yeah, there you go, just behind us. I took picture with Sarawi just now. It's like so cute, adorable, and also one shot is there. You guys can see it on my right side here. So if you guys asking for my prediction, I'm gonna go for Libya because they went and take pictures with me.
Oh, okay. And they actually like, no, I was about to say the only team from Group A, but not Sri Lanka won the game or the first game of today. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all of the countries here is gonna take home even not if not $50,000, $30,000 or $20,000, because the total prize pool for PUBG Mobile here is $100,000.
There's a lion's share of USD in that, so definitely only 3 countries we can actually take it. If not, it's going to be empty-handed. But this time we have Group A versus C. So this is going to be C Group's debut. We have Ghana, Jordan, Djibouti, Guatemala, and also Maldives and Egypt. But for Group A, we have Libya, Senegal, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Brunei Darussalam, Azerbaijan, and also Sri Lanka having their second group of match here. So Group B is going to be resting for this round.
Yeah, actually, and this is gonna be like the round for Group A's country to really show what they got, actually, because like you mentioned earlier, they've been really quiet for the past 3 games, and we cannot really see the strong movement, the strong gameplay coming from Group A, especially Saudi Arabia and also Brunei from the first day.
I mean, like we said, quote unquote, Group A being quiet.
Yeah.
We are specifically saying about Saudi Arabia and
Brunei.
Brunei. Because if you want to say it's Group A in total, I mean, like Libya got themselves 1 chicken today, even Sri Lanka, all
Yeah.
of them are in Group A still.
Actually.
Finally, Group B, except for Vietnam in the first day, so we finally got ourselves a 1 group of B chicken, which done by Iraq. Now, Iraq today has been really strong, but they are resting the moment they got themselves the momentum.
Yeah,
I think
to
that's
that.
a bad sign. That's a bad sign because you remember the first day,
Yeah.
after they got the momentum, after the rest, they went down really fast.
Yeah, really, really fast, especially in the last series, like
Yeah.
right, B versus C. So, is it gonna be happening again for today? I hope
No.
not, because I feel like a lot of teams or a lot of countries here finally got their momentum, get their confidence as well to really play well today for the second game, second day. I mean, from what you said, this is the Judgment Day.
That's true. It is where the gap will be widened up. Now, in case you guys have no clue how the rotation of the map will be, there are basically 3 maps available for tournaments right now. So you're going to play all 3 maps. It's going to start off with Wrangel, Miramar, and then Satnol. And then it's going to restart again, but with a different group. That's how the grouping happens. It's going to be A versus B, and then A versus C, and then B versus C.
Yeah, by the way, Chuchu, talking about map,
Yeah.
we haven't seen not Livik. I was about to say
Vikendi?
Vikendi, yeah. Vikendi
Ah.
for so long now.
I think
But-
they're extinct already.
So, among all Indonesian casters, we've talked about this map a lot, Vikendi. Why we hate it, why we love it.
I love
actually,
it.
you actually love Vikendi?
I love when the circle is not in the middle of a compound. Because there's so
Ah.
many buildings if it's in the center of a city when it comes to Vikendi. But I love it ended up in the dinosaur park, in the
Yeah.
maze. We've had that circle before. And there's one time in the northern circle where it was right on top of a port. And it was not even on land. It was right on top of a boat that we had back in my PMPR MYSG back then. So I missed that time of moment where the circle really went crazy.
Yep.
And there's no land to work with. And I think there's one time, even there's one patch where Vikendi, the circle is right in the middle of a sea.
Ah, yeah. You have that?
Yeah, we had that.
You have that?
Almost
Oh my
had
God,
it, yeah.
I envy now because like the most extreme circle for Vikendi is actually like only half sea and also half land.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a usual or typical kind of circle in Vikendi, right?
Yeah,
that
that's
we have,
pretty,
yeah.
pretty common. The maze one is fun. Have you seen the maze one?
No.
You know, there's one time we got actually in the, I think it was South Asia for PMPL. One time only, okay? So there was like this, the circle's right on top of the maze. The players get confused. They don't know if it's their friend or their enemy.
yeah.
So some of them actually accidentally, I think, burned out one of their friend with a Molotov. But I think that happened back then. I mean, correct me if I'm mistaken.
That must be fun. That must
was
be like,
really
crazy.
Entertaining.
Entertaining. So,
Yeah.
how about you? Do you miss Vikendi, or do you think like Vikendi should be back on the competitive scene?
I mean, like, definitely if there's some rework, I want to see that less compound to work with. Because the problem with Vikendi, if it happens to be in an urban area, in the city area, there's too many buildings, the players are not willing to get out.
Yeah,
It feels like Vikendi back then was like Sanhok now.
Yeah.
Everybody plays a healing game.
Yeah, but thank God Sanhok is nowadays is kind of like nerfed in terms of healing games, right? Nerfed little by little, and I cannot really wait to like totally banned out of the competitive scene or
No,
the
I mean,
setting itself.
Don't ban Sanhok. What
No,
I'm
no,
looking
not ban Sanhok.
What I'm looking for is just don't have any healing utilities. It'll be fun.
That's right.
And the most they can get is just band-aids. No first aid, no mat kits. It's
That's
just
quite
band-aids.
extreme.
I mean, like,
actually,
that's the fun part. That's the fun part.
actually, it's gonna happen like in a show match kind of game.
I mean, like, if it's an official tournament, I'm not complaining.
Oh my God!
I would love to see that.
But the players are gonna complain a lot.
I mean, like,
But
yeah, if you're good enough, you're gonna be fine. You know. Skills. It's always about the skills, guys.
Yeah,
Now,
actually.
speaking of which, now we're talking about Group A versus C, right?
Yeah.
So, which team are you rooting for when it comes to this group?
Ooh, no Chinese Taipei, so I'm not gonna say Chinese Taipei anymore here, but I'm gonna root for Group C for now because I really want them to step up a lot like what Group B's countries has been doing for today. So for me, it's actually maybe Egypt again.
Egypt.
I actually like did that in the first day, right? I rooting for Egypt quite a lot.
But Egypt happens to be performing when you compare with the first day and the day two now. It's day two for PUBG Mobile. It's not for the entire tournament, okay? We're talking about World Esports Championship have been going on for 4 days now.
4 days?
4 days. So right now, we're not going to waiting any more time. We're going to just discuss it in the game. Are you guys ready?
Ready
For A versus C Wrangle.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first flight of Erangel between Group A versus C now. And I believe this flight path is gonna take us to Northern Lipovka.
Yep. Hopefully, the circle is not being very, very mean to the players. If it going up north all the way up to shooting range Severny, then there will be a lot of actions. Good for us, but hard for the players. But so far, we never get ourselves any Sonovska military base circle. So I want to see that for once.
But actually, Juju, this past like all of the most the Erangel I saw, the circle is kind of like
Mansion, prison, shelter, Milta.
yeah, and also the counter the flight path itself.
Yeah, that's kind of true. That's kind of true. So, so far we haven't seen any Jogo pool circle.
Nah,
We
yeah.
haven't seen shooting range circle, even
Yeah.
quarry. So
Quite
this,
odd.
yeah, it's very unusual. It's a very like feels like very classical back then PMCO version
Yeah.
of circle. So
Old circles.
very ancient. It's beyond old.
Oh, yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah,
It's like
ancient.
artifact circle, like dinosaurs at extinction. Okay, it happens here again. Oh!
This is the most ancient circle that we can get here. Oh my god.
Okay, it's all down to the heart shift.
Oh
If
my
we
God.
actually get Roshok, great, it's in the center. A lot of team love Roshok, but if we get a heart shift, it's going to be really up north. It's going to be Severny. Now, there's only one direction then for all the players to go, so they will bump into each other very soon.
And that is going to be interesting because once again, I really want to see that kind of game, early engagement happening between Group A and also C. Especially, we can wait for team for countries in Group C. But talking about countries, though, I said I'm rooting for Egypt for today or this match. How about you, Shushu?
I mean, like, usually Egypt, when it's B versus C, they have a bit more confidence. So I have a feeling it's still going to be Group A that might be
Really?
dominating. Because even though Brunei haven't been a lot of chickens today, but if you look at the overall rankings, it's still at number 3.
Yeah.
The one that actually been pushed down is Saudi Arabia. So it shows that even though they didn't get any chicken, but Brunei Darussalam just maintain positions at the top 5 regardless of any game. So I have a feeling today, I feel like Pakistan is on form. I don't know what they ate last night or what they had for breakfast, but something is just really going strong in that team right now.
I think they had such a good time here in Bali. Enjoy Bali that much.
I
And
think they
also-
went somewhere yesterday, possibly.
Maybe looking for sunset like you did.
Maybe they are singing karaoke like you did back there.
Oh yeah, that was so fun. And like we said, Brunei now still up there. And I actually like talked with Brunei's friend. You are there also, right?
Yeah, the manager, right?
The managers
Azim,
also, yeah, Mr. Azim, and they seems like still have that confidence.
They are very good, actually. I mean, like, when I talked to Azim, he's also the president for Brunei Esports Association. So he did mention about the problem with the players. Sometimes they have a bit of a hard time to reset. So we mentioned about this before as well. The players always have problem to reset themselves if they are down. So in this case, I'm not sure about Saudi Arabia. Did they manage to reset with a rough start for today? So if they can actually reset, we might see a lot of elimination, which I think they're holding the most for record of elimination. 17 is the record,
I
if I'm
believe
not
so.
mistaken. Yeah, 17 is the number right now. And we have the most longest elimination distance can be 400 something by today.
Oh, yeah, actually, yes. And 4 minutes already into the games now. And a lot of teams I saw already moving in or moving out of their way to see another compound to be occupied for them. But now Jordan really need to be extra careful if in terms of moving or pave their way into the zone, because nearby around them there are Brunei.
Yep. Yeah, for the side of Pachinki, so far we don't have anybody to contest here.
Azerbaijan.
Only Azerbaijan. I'm like, this used to be the meta where a lot of people try to fight so much in the middle of the map. I don't know what happened to the era. Now everybody wants to run away from the center of the map.
Yeah, maybe because like they have a tendency to avoid crowded places, right?
There's nobody here.
Maybe because like they were like kind of traumatized from the very beginning of playing PUBG Mobile, because like Pochinki is cool and also Rozok was the crowdiest. What can I say? The most crowded.
Yeah.
What is crowdiest actually?
Oh, we can make new words.
Yeah,
It's
actually.
Bali. Why not?
It's doable.
It's doable.
Yeah, the most
With you.
crowded.
With you, everything is doable, Donna. She did a ninja thing earlier today.
Yeah.
So you guys can call her Doninja.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you
Quite
mentioned
catchy.
about Egypt. Oh, man, Ghana. No way. They were on pursuit towards the Egypt players, Tile, just now. But, you know what? There happened to be an accident. And now I just couldn't chase them anymore. I mean, like, that's going to be the fish off the bait. And it's going to be Ghana really frustrated, couldn't get that first blood there.
Yeah, but at least both of the teams now has that information to really hold on to. So they can make their way into the zone very clearly now, where to avoid or which path to avoid. But from Ghana's side, actually they still thinking which way to in.
Do you know the way?
Where?
That is the way.
There is a will, there
That
is a way.
way. Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
We're doing this right now.
Yeah, because we are entering the middle zone of the games, Yushu.
That's kind of true. It's the middle of the play-ins. So a lot of players, right now they're playing a bit more careful. Maybe one of the many reasons they want to try to gain as much position point than actually jeopardize the entire team to risk it and not getting anything, even though they force a fight. So we see a lot of players are playing a bit more safe, a bit more conservative, just to make sure that they can hold on to until the fourth circle. Now, that's where everything spicy happens. If you want to know where the circle happened to be in the last few ones, the third circle will tell you, because that's going to be the 100% zone that it's going to be like, you can predict.
Yeah.
That's where the third circle is for prediction. Fourth circle is where I call it the Great Migration. That's where all the players are forced to move, regardless of the situation. If not, the fifth circle will be too much for them. So
Yeah,
that's where all the big fights happen. Usually it's going to be half of the team done in the fourth circle.
Yeah, and as if the team has a kind of a play style, like they intended to play a really late rotation or late gameplay, they really need to have a very strong strategy to enter the circle itself, right? Because it's not gonna be an easy way in, especially with a lot of gatekeeper. And I saw a lot of gatekeeping happening in this 14th World Esports Championship.
Yep, that's true. But lucky enough, we're not having Group B. That's
Oh.
where all the late come-ins or late team
Yeah.
coming in, because specifically Vietnam and
Vietnam.
also Bahrain.
Korea is sometimes also do that.
Korea, rarely. I mean, like, it
Sometimes.
depends. It depends.
Yeah.
Usually they're being chased by people. So Group
Oh,
B,
yeah.
Group B is the one that love the blue zone a bit more because they are B.
B.
Yeah, there
B
you go.
stands for blue.
zone. Yeah,
Blue
there you go. Blue.
That's why, everybody, we have a reason for everything now.
Yeah, we got our conspiracy theories. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
But mentioning about blue zone, Senegal is going to be taking a bit of a blue. Now, we do have a couple of preemptive warning shots chose over by the side of, I think it's going to be Jordan versus Egypt on top of school. And I think Ragnarok tried to spot out the rest of Egypt players. Krona will be one of the entry fragger as always in the front line. Tyle and Arthur try to back up with the support fire. But we do have Ragnarok try to force them down and fish them out. Got one on Arthur. What a beautiful spray.
Oh my god. And it cost them that much. Arthur, for now, has been knocked down. No revive whatsoever happening around Egypt now, because I can see that Egypt is gonna do whatever it takes. But Ragnarok once again took that one man down.
If only they have more smoke for the side of Egypt. A bit late for users to pop it out, and it's not really helpful. And Tyler will be down to last person. Ragnarok playing so well. Just making so much effort and work for the team. Lath will actually pop the nade here right next to IESF. He can actually dodge it. It's going to be exchange of the nade. No, it's actually a smoke. IESF managed to dodge it away in the last minute and just hop on his vehicle and just try to flee, but it will not be let go by the side of Lath.
Oh my god, IESF, can he take things around now because Lath spotted himself? IESF cannot really take those damage for himself. And just like that, Egypt has been eliminated. I'm sorry, Egypt. I'm sorry for rooting for you. And now I jinxed Egypt. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Some days are like that for us.
I didn't mean it.
Back to Libya. They are fighting against one of the strongest team, if I'm not mistaken, is Saudi Arabia. And one shot is actually trying to position himself in a better position. We do have Pakistan taking over Azerbaijan. Now, there's 6 teams in total fighting against each other. We have only one eliminated so far. If the Egypt got the high grounds, we can't even recap that moment for a bit because right now, there's too many fights going on, even including Payne from Pakistan start to actually move over to the side of Azerbaijan, or is it Mauritius in between? So they try to take one more fight. It's going to be Azerbaijan. They're taking the advantage here.
Oh my god, it's not going to be like an easy war happening, even though it's three-way showdown, because these teams, because like Ruins position or Ruins polices or terrains itself, it's kind of hard to work in on, right?
And the terrain is just really rocky for these guys, and it's just the nook and cranny making it so hard. If only they have enough Molotov, example, grenades to flush these people out, it's going to be a better work for Daku, but it's just not going to be easy. Now on the side of Azerbaijan, how can they get out from here? They're kind of stuck in the rut here.
Yeah, actually, and they just gonna wait, I think, for Pakistan's side to really bail out the war, but I don't see that gonna come from Pakistan side. But we are gonna move towards the reach of the river once again between Saudi Arabia and also Libya. Now Libya have won one winner chicken run for today, and they seems like still have that confidence in them.
Yep, on top of Yasnaya, well, Libya really do boost their confidence in the previous match. Back to side, Pakistan and Azerbaijan. They try to corner around for Azerbaijan. There's no way out. Daku making sure that he got himself Baku, which I think is like a different nation's twins, possibly the name. But back to Sparrow. Spot out giving away the information to his rest of the roster. Where are the Azerbaijan players staying at? And they're definitely giving a lot of pressure, but they still play it so well to take covers when it comes to Azerbaijan's positioning.
Oh, Pharaoh using M16 now, quite sneaky. Being assassin for Pakistan, giving the pressure towards the enemy team now. Azerbaijan cannot move very far, especially Payne. Payne has crawling into the defensive area of Azerbaijan.
Yeah, he got through. He penetrated through the breach here. We're talking about Payne will be the key player for the side of Pakistan to actually make a way for the rest of the team to rush in. Now, the problem is how can Azerbaijan getting out from there? They already popped a couple of smoke. That's going to be running out of resources. Back to the side of Libya. Spotted out Saudi players. Saudi Arabian players are swimming for Dami and also SK Tanwa. Gaga already finally start to shoot against Ghana, losing again one of the earliest player out. But already have the entire team of Egypt out first. But back to the side of Zeus. Libya is trying to defend their fort. They're trying to gatekeep against Saudi, who tried to cut across on top of Yasnaya's bridge on the northern side.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia cannot really cross that bridge really smooth. But now we back to Pakistan and also Azerbaijan. Vaas is going to be facing up one man from Azerbaijan in close combat, Chuchu.
Yep, Vaas. Spotted out Ghost just now. We have Libya fighting still on Saudi D7. Vaas try to just play the CQC against Ghost Prime, cooking up the net up to 4 seconds, try to toss it around. He don't want to overcook it. He might explode in his hands.
Oh!
A bit too long for the cooking. Now Vaas, on the other hand, trying to outplay Ghost Prime, trying to juke it out, while the rest of Azerbaijan, the rest of them is still on the high grounds on top of Ruins there.
Yes, and we are still with Both of them, Ghost Prime trying to cook the grenade now. Is it gonna be on time? Because Vaz is gonna make an action with the DBS Gaming, but he is so low in HP. And Ghost Prime didn't really take that chance to really pressure to Vaz. And this is still happening, but Vaz once again made the move in towards the Ghost Prime itself. One knock has been happening for Azerbaijan.
Outplayed just now by the side of Vaz. Ghost just couldn't handle it. Back to a sort of Sharif cooking up the nade, tried to actually take on Daku, but Daku and the rest of Pakistan really knows this terrain so well, like the back of their hand. And Baku being finished off, knocked down possibly by Vaz. Now remaining player of Azerbaijan left with only 2. This is heavy casualty and a heavy toll on them. While they are running out of resources, the Blues are closing in. Both teams might actually face a lose-lose situation here. None of them nearby the safe zone. Boys, take it on 1. Pakistan win it. They don't have time. They need to move now.
They need to move. And that is gonna be happening now. That is what they gonna do for now, because Vaz, with the vehicle, with the buggy, is gonna open up the way in for the other players. 4 elimination point has been secured by Pakistan now, but we move to around Rozok, where 3 teams, 3 countries meeting each other up nearby to each other, and actually they need to move quite a bit if they want to secure the safe zone.
Yep, especially coming out from Jordan's side, they definitely got the gatekeep, the best prime position they can ask for.
Yeah.
Now for Libya on the other end, this might be detrimental if they overstate themselves. They need to get out from here. Same goes for Saudi. Now Saudi Arabia players are actually stuck under the bridge, and one shot just making sure they can't get away. But both team against, like how we witnessed earlier, just having a lose-lose situation if they're not moving in less than 20 seconds. The time is ticking. Like it or not, it's going to be burning them alive when it comes to the blue zone.
Oh my god, but talking about Libya though, is it too long for them to really hold the war
Too extended.
against? Yeah.
Look how far they are.
Yeah, because like in the end of the day, you are gonna be low on the utilities.
True.
Yeah.
True, and there's no place for them to actually to reloot themselves unless they cross over towards the land of where the school area is at. Back to the side of Brunei, spotted out Jordan. Jordan having the most crucial point, and they need to defend this no matter what it takes. Coming out from the southern side, there's not many teams coming in, so it's a clear pathway. Coming out from, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be Maldives, possibly in the north, in the southern part. But Bruneians, they want to get the game going. They need elimination. They have been really consistent when it comes to placement, but they need more, and here it comes.
Yes, and they are not going to be stopping anytime soon, but they really need to be really extra careful, especially for Shako, because the backup coming from Jordan is coming in, but Brunei managed to make one knockdown, but trade knock has been happening between them, Brunei, and also Jordan.
Laith trying to make plays here. The entire team depending on him, with Ragnarok backing up himself here. Got himself a bit of a reset, but there's too many teams out there. Piazza is down. Newbie is too far off. Chewy can't move. Now, where would the Bruneians decide to go? Because right now they're only left with only 2 members, with one knockdown bleeding out. While Jordan, can they revive their mate Isawi and also Gaga at the same time? We do have a different team entirely, Ghana right across them. While Newbie still keep the pressure towards the side of Ragnarok, they can't even rotate towards a different team entirely. Seems like a Kobe closing over. Laith found a Newbie, and they need an exit out. That's their exit out from Ghana.
Oh my god, it was shocking for Newbie, I believe so. And now he is out of the game, only left with 1 man remaining in the side of Brunei Darussalam. And I think it's gonna be like a very, very hard situation for them. And I think he's gonna bail out the war eventually.
They have to. They don't have enough time. The moment the circle shifts again, it's going to be a really tough spot. Unless the circle is here, then they can keep it going. But if it's not, we saw what happened to the northern side. Back to the side of Ghana, we do have Nell try to reset himself with just minor band-aids, which will not work in the next couple of minutes in the blue zone. Lath makes so much play. He got himself 5 eliminations already by himself with 8 in total. Ragnarok being knocked down. While we have Brunei, Chiwin and Piazza still try to keep the boat afloat. Here comes the Cherry Pops, who will favored by the circle.
And actually Sri Lanka it is, because they are on the edge of the circle. They had the compound, and I believe they really need to building up the defensive, a very, very strong defensive, because eventually the teams or the countries from the western side is gonna moving in and gonna try to retake the compound itself, especially Jordan and also Ghana.
That's true. All they need to do is just hold it. But for in the meantime, the Blues are shrinking. Like it or not, Jordan is not worth taking this sweet time, and even jump backwards. And Sri Lanka is already waiting on the other end. They are gatekeeping that side on the southern part. We have another team. I think that's going to be Pakistan as well, lurking over there. Maybe one of those teams, because we have no clue who's going down there, actually. Back to the side of Ghana. Spotted out Jordan, still committed to this. But it's going to be 3 teams. You need to build this one, including the Brunei, Darussalam. They chose to leave, but they will not let them go. So close. I think that buggy almost exploded.
Oh, yeah. And I think the buggy, the driver, is really, really shocked right now. Even he stopped the way in. He stopped now. But now MVP, he is taken down. Ghana only left with 1 man remaining. Shy Boy being really shy. And he pressured out by Brunei Darussalam. And Brunei managed to take 3 elimination points finally.
Oh, they need to move right now. It's not worth that 3 eliminations if they keep on pressure by the blue. And don't forget about the team that's gatekeeping. Sri Lanka, they're waiting. Amari with a UMP spot out late, but late managed to almost be pinned down. And also the side of Senegal, they start to fire as well. We're waiting. Where are the other teams? But Isawi managed to just squeeze in the last minute in the nick of time. Just straight into the lair of the Sri Lanka players.
Oh my God.
And it's going to be Jordan trying to share the compound with the Sri Lanka players. Every corner of the circles, there's a crossfire happening here, Donna.
Yeah, it's like a raining. It's like a storm coming in. And the storm is going to come towards Sri Lanka because Jordan is standing strong. Oh my God, but even Ragnarok, he is checking on the top or the top floor of the building itself, but doesn't really find anyone. But Sri Lanka, though, they are really trying hard to take 1 man down from Jordan's side, but the trade knock happening. 2 men remaining from Sri Lanka. Also, Jordan is 1 man left. For now, 1v1 situation between Sri Lanka and also Jordan. And Jordan make it out for a win. Jordan takes Sri Lanka out of the game.
You can hear the cheer just now coming up from Jordan's side. They got themselves that CQC. Now they need to have another reset because another wall coming up, and they are favored by the circle. The only team inside of the circle, all they need to do right now is just defending it. Well, the rest of the team have to actually go through such a scuffle moment, have to grind and pin set themselves into the circle pane. Taken down by Barty with the AKM. There was such a nice shot there. Oh, Barty! That was such incredible plays. Finish off Pakistan as a whole. Oh, Barty, what a guy.
Oh my God, and I heard the shout, I heard the yell coming from the players in back of us right now. And after all of the storm that has been happening here, 5 teams or countries only left now, and they really need to rethink. But Libya now gotta move really fast towards the circle itself, but the gunshot is happening everywhere. I kinda confused where it came actually.
Yeah, all they need right now is just smoke to make sure they will be blinded by the enemies here. But back towards the side of Blade, Jordan giving the pressure to the side of Senegal, and there's going to be Libya on the back line. Jordan still holding on to strongest compound to work with. What a spray late after such a valiant effort. Finally finish off Floyd, but they're down to only 1 last member for the side of Senegal. This is not great news. Libya start to take advantage to the side of Senegal. Tenders will be stolen away by the side of Libya, but they do have another team. Guatemala right across cross-up. Basti again taking such a nice goal against Zinogel with a back up coming out from his teammate Daffy there. And just what amazing play by the side of Libya, chasing up elimination towards Jordan.
Oh my god, I got shivers just by looking at this war, this game. This is amazing gameplay coming from all of the countries that we saw. And 4 teams or 4 countries remaining now. Brunei has been splitting their way in. Chu is gonna secure the right side of the defensive area, but Pia Saudo, he's knocked down, and I believe he cannot be revived because he is out of the game.
Now it's gonna be late. Time to shine, as well as a player from the Libya just now. Is between them for the star players. I hate to break it, it feels like they might beat our top 2 by the end of today, with Brunei and also Guatemala only left with only 1 player, but Jordan with only 2. Can they make wonders? And back to the side of Gaddafi and Basti. It's going to be Basti versus the side of the Jordan player of Laith just now. Feels like it. Now back to the side of Basti. He secured himself 4 elimination out of 12. Yeah. But at the same time, where to look? Zeus spotted out Chewy. There's going to be 1 more elimination down. And it's going to be the 4th play coming out from the Bruneians. We're down to where is the Guatemala player?
Oh my god, I cannot see. Oh, there he is. Back there, so far. He is just waiting for wonders to happen. Because as the last man standing, what else you can do?
Wait for both of them fighting.
Yeah.
And then beat the third party and get away with the chicken. That's what you do. That's the only way. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Back to the side of Zeus and Daffy. Now, 1 shot spot out Isawi. They try to give support 5 with an M416 here. But at the same time, it's going to be Gyro, who's actually make a playmaker here. That 1 Guatemala player can change so much of this really tough decision between these 2 teams.
Oof. I think looking at Zeus is really guarding up the back line area of Libya, but later open up his fire to pressure the players from Libya and hoping to get an entry, to get an opening to really make or take things around for the side of Jordan itself.
So we spotted out the airdrop. Will he go for it? They got a couple of smokes, so definitely he's going to go for it. But he's been spotted out. Who shot him from afar? It's going to be Render's shot from Basti! He spotted out Gyro! No! Basti, give him mercy! Why are you being so mean? Oh, Gyro! You've been holding on the longest time. Oh, man. 1v3 for Gyro. No way out. And Basti keep it going.
Yeah, and he's been bombarded with the grenade, and the last grenade from Basti make Gyro out of the game, and we only left with 2 teams, 2 countries. Jordan versus Libya, 4v2 situation, and I think it's gonna be like Libya day.
Oh, Basti, this guy. He knows no fear. It's gonna be the full team of Libya. They have no fear, but it's gonna be late. This is not one somebody he should look down for. He saw it's down too late. Can he clutch this? He almost got 1. Double down. Leif, he's doing the call. It might be a clutch. So close. Will this be a mistake from the side of the Libya team?
Oh my god, let's gonna make it out the game because Libya is so strong, and once again take the 2nd winner chicken dinner of the day for Libya.
My goodness me, Laith versus Basti. I mean, like, come on, guys. That was really a good call.
Oh my
2
god.
star players of the day. You have to give credit to the side of Libya with Basti, and definitely you have to give Laith on the side of Jordan. These 2 guys is just
insane.
Imagine it was a 4v4.
Yeah,
It
right.
was really cool.
Yeah, really cool. But I really like how Group C is really making their way into the game really well, and how strong they show us their gameplay is for today.
It's just incredible.
Incredible.
You feel like this is one of the best games for today.
Agree.
As well.
Couldn't agree more. This is like by far the best. And Juju, I noticed that at the middle of the game, I really hear the gunshot non-stop for a good 2 minutes straight.
It was starting for the end of 2nd circle to the 4th circle.
4th circle is like the nightmare of all.
Oh my god!
teams.
And I mean, like, I'm I'm baffled. I'm like speechless about how aggressive these guys can get. If you
Yeah.
compare with Jordan and Libya, how they just rise up to the occasion. Today they have been super aggressive, super proactive, and they have been non-stop gaining elimination points and just keep on farming it. I'm not sure how much elimination by the end of the day. Is it going to be enough for them to take down Saudi Arabia on top?
I think it's still quite far. Yes, they're still.
They are chasing,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Like the gap is gonna be like slimmed down so much.
Definitely.
Between them, Libya, and also the rest of the top team now. But I think this is like the moment that we started to questioning the Libya's move when they really tailed down or really hold down the Saudi Arabia's for so long, and I believe it's for like 50 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is for Jordan, I think they had sort of a scuffle. They've been held up quite long. But surprisingly, both teams survived till the end.
Yeah.
And that was a really close, almost bunk sort of situation for Libya. If only they didn't actually sacrifice too much just now, Leith might actually won it.
Yeah.
They got almost 3 knockdowns, and finally, he managed to close things up for Libya.
Yeah.
They already doubled down by Leith. Even though I think Asawi was actually being shot down earlier, he was one person to clutch the entire team of Libya. Almost.
Yeah, this person is very dangerous actually.
I'm not surprised he's being sponsored for next season.
Let's see what the next season holds actually. So, talking about Libya as well, finally and thankfully also, it's all worth it. All of the hard work that they're guarding up the bridge area is worth it. Winner chicken dinner with double-digit elimination point, and in the end, I believe they got 15, 16,
17 if I'm not
17?
mistaken. Last time I saw, is it breaking the record of the 17 by the side of Saudi Arabia or not? We have to wait and see what's the highest elimination by far. But man, what a nice PUBG mobile game in the end.
Finally.
That was incredible.
Yeah, finally.
If Leith actually clutched that, that's going to be one of the biggest clutch in this event.
And that is gonna be like the best moment of all, I believe, because 1v4 is actually like kind of impossible to do, right? But it's still doable.
I mean, like, that's going to be one of the best highlight we get for maybe for the entire tournament until the grand finals. I mean, if they win, good for them. But if they didn't win, they get to flex that.
Yeah,
That's something to brag about in the World Esports Championship. It's worlds, by the way. It's not something small that you don't want to brag. But speaking of which, maybe some teams are still not exposing all their trump cards when it comes to strategy, because all they want to do right now, because I have this discussion with my manager, all they want to do is trying to get in the top 11.
right, actually, and to go to the top 11 is actually kind of the chance is big. Yeah, the chance is big. The percentage is big actually, and then there's the grand final, and later on they will face the strong contender also, because like some of them are PMGC's player, right? So that is gonna be like a big.
You have to emphasize PMGC grand finals.
Grand finalists, right? Grand finalists, which we saw the gameplay is amazing as well. How they really proceeding towards the grand finals. But we will see the overall or the match rankings. Yes, Libya.
It's close enough to
Yep.
actually breaking the record of Saudi Arabia is 17, 16, close enough. But I'm not surprised if they can actually do it by today.
Ooh, yeah. I
It's
really can.
scary.
But 2 more games remaining, Juju, actually,
Yep.
for them to really give us or show us if they get it.
I think we gave them our energy because they're
okay.
closest to us.
Libya. Oh, yeah,
They're
right.
closest to us. So I mean, like, hey, I'm giving you my energy now. Please break the record of 17 elimination, please. One more. Okay.
But Jordan, though.
actually not just now.
But Jordan, though, 15 elimination point, top 2. That is also like quite a bunch of elimination points.
Oh, I mean, like those coming up from Jordan, Libya, even Saudi. I mean, like all these regions, right? In Middle East and plus the African side, they're just so strong for this match. I mean, like they're just remarkable. Even Guatemala step up to the occasion. Even though they didn't get eliminations, but they are more organized for their rotation into the circle.
But I'm quite concerned about Saudi Arabia actually, because like
yeah.
in several games they only like securing 1 point, and it's like so dangerous for their position though.
Yeah, and it feels like they are slowly losing their momentum.
Yeah.
And it feels like they can do more and not pushing themselves to the best. But speaking of the stats, okay, just in case, no, this is the Group A, right? So Group A should have 7 teams. So this is quite low if you compare for Group A. The usual is going to be 46 average for eliminations. But Basti, even though he got himself quite a number of plays, he got himself a longest distance elimination this time as well. It's 3-3-4, still not breaking the record. Coming up from the side of Bahrain Hassan, 405.
Yeah, 405. But that is gonna be like a quite a hard record to break though. 400
If you
meters,
got AWM maybe,
maybe doable.
Mirawa, AWM,
Still doable, still doable.
8
but
times scope.
oh yeah, but MVP late.
Late!
Jordan, MVP of the match.
I mean, like, do you know what lay in Arabic means? It's like,
What is
why? Lay keda.
Oh,
Why like this?
Oh,
My God,
Alright.
lay. You're
Lay.
not human. You're a monster.
actually,
Only
yes.
monsters get these numbers.
Yeah.
What the heck?
How can?
And he clutched 1v3 just now.
Yeah,
He was fighting alone, this guy. I'm like, this guy.
with a huge amount of pressure.
The damage almost hitting 2,000. I mean, like,
Yeah.
what the heck is he thinking? He don't even heal as much.
Yeah, only 200 something.
He's
In terms
using
of
only
heal-
band-aids.
Yeah, actually, maybe 1-8 kit and then that's it.
This is real commando in action.
Yeah, because like making such a clutch with a high amount of pressure, you have to really have a chill,
Calm composure.
calm composure. Yeah, you don't really, you cannot really like having a much of a stressful situation going around you, right?
That's why we're not there. We're just here because
Because
we get
we're-
excited easily.
Stressful easily.
Stressful easily, excited easily, and get jumpy and might be screaming, and then all your team is like, what the heck is going on?
Not might be. We're screaming all the time.
I'm sorry, guys, for your ears. I mean, like, you know, just bear with us for a bit more because you have to agree for the fact these two players, Laith and Basti, come out. Laith from Jordan, Basti from Libya. This is like, we've seen the best, a lot of good plays in day one, but when it comes to individual plays, today is among the best.
Yeah, best of the best, I believe, and I cannot really wait what tomorrow holds. Actually, tomorrow is gonna be fun because everything can happen usually on the last days, especially on the last series of the games, right?
Imagine the grand finals as well.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I cannot wait now, Choo Choo.
And we still not including the 5 team invited.
Yeah.
By the way, imagine if that happened, how great the game can get.
Yeah, especially with Fireflux team, right?
1 million
1
fire flux, the Kuda Terbang.
Kuda Terbang
yeah,
Indonesian.
it's so good. I mean, like, I can't wait to see this. Also, the Brazil team coming up from Storm Gaming. You also have Titan Gaming from Kazakhstan. These guys are really good team. Like, what we're witnessing in the play-ins is already accelerating.
Yeah.
Imagine the grand finals. You guys have to be in Bali to feel the best.
You really need to. But before we jump into the second game of Group A versus C series, we're gonna have a short break. But before that, we're gonna toss it back to our amazing host, so Brenda Kwan. Take it away.
What a good game for Libya, and congratulations to get the chicken in this match. So I believe you can wait to see who will get the chicken for the next match. And I believe you're so curious because me also curious who will get the chicken for the next match. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.